Hi there!
Hey there YouTube! So today I have a special doll review. It is Lorenzo, from another installment from the Past in Sicily series. He is a special edition that can be bought on his own, and he does have a variant that has a 1 in 60 chances, where he has black hair and blue as his main color. So what makes this review special is because my little brother bought him for me for my birthday. So let's get on to the review. He was covered in a plastic, which I did take off for the review. And he does come in a two-layered box, one being a sleeve. So, on the upper box, we have an illustration of the character. The character itself is a nice glossy design. We have some nice holographic gold detailing in the top corners, and a stained glass window in the background. On the right side of the box, we have some nice detailing with a chain background and Lorenzo in the holographic gold foil. The back, all the usual QC info. Okay. So it's made by Jidong Shunji, and there is several translations for this in English, like palpitations instant and heartbeat moment. So I think I'm going to skip to Jidong Shunji, because that's what they are. All of the product info and warnings. We have a holographic sticker in the top right for authenticity, and we have a sticker that says that the other one is a 1 in 60 chances. On the left side of the box, we have a bust of the Lorenzo. Once again, Lorenzo himself is in a glossy finish. At the top, this series name in a gloss, and bottom just basic recycling stuff and QC best. Looking at the front of the box, I have to say it gives a less gothic and more elegant vibe than the original Sicily boys. Though adding to that, the original boys were more mafia themed, and this character looks very noble-ish, if I can say it like that. But the overall aesthetics are still the same. Okay, so taking off the sleeve, we have a window with the main doll. We have some nice decorative edges, and the Past in Sicily in a metallic holographic foil. On the left side of the box, we have the background with the chains and Lorenzo's name, this time matte. On the other side, we have an illustration of the limited edition, and he's finished in gloss. At the back, we have a gorgeous design. Lots of things going on, but it's absolutely beautiful. And the top, once again, just the Past in Sicily. And I'm sure you've noticed, this card is flying around, and I've seen the same with other people's dolls. Before I move on, I have to say I'm slightly disappointed in the artwork. It's nice, but compared to the original artwork, it's definitely a step down, which is unfortunate. But like I said, it's not like it's ugly. It's still very pretty. So inside the box, we have the blister with the doll, the packet with his clothes, and his character card. So zooming in. So his character card is paper. Slightly sturdy, but still paper. You have some nice holographic foil detailing, and it's pretty much the image of the back of the box with the character illustration and name. And on the back, you once again have the gorgeous detailing with the character illustration. the full body characteristics illustration. So, in the main blister, we get the doll, extra hands, his eye key, his shoes and his ears. So my biggest disappointment with this doll, he does not have a tail. Even though he has his ears, he does not have a tail. I can only assume that he's supposed to be some kind of short-tailed dog, but there is nothing on Kiko Goods or anywhere that I've seen that would indicate what type of dog he is. Like, he does have a piece of plastic protecting his face from his hair, and I have to say his hair is quite tight. Zooming into his face, he has a pale brown eyes and brown eyelashes and eyebrows. He didn't look so from product images, but he has quite a sad expression, which I guess makes a bit more sense since the alternate version has a very sweet, closed eye smiling expression. I have to say the fit of the faceplate is a lot more comfortable compared to the original release. And let's just fix his eyes up. They are a bit dirty. It was a bit harder to focus because as soon as you change the angle of the eye, the angle of the eyes changes. So follow me, eyes. I have to say his irises are very blurry, which is a bit of a disappointment. Zooming in a bit more on the face. So his painting is very much the same as the other boys, well, except the irises, and he does have some slight blushing. Putting his head back on. So he has a very pale ash blondish hair color with some darker tips around the edges. He has a side ponytail at the back and some bit of a fringe here at the side. He is a soft PVC, so no worries about breaking. He seems to be the exact same color as the other Sicily boys. Let's get Luciano. No, he's actually a bit lighter. Okay, interesting to know. Mentioning that because they came out with different bodies and heads in different colors that you can buy. Next we have his hands. It's the exact same hands as the other boys. 2 hands of this, 2 holding hands, 2 open hands, 2 free hands. His ears are once again magnetic. Sculpting wise, they are in a similar style as Luciano's and Federico's, but less defined details. They follow the same coloring as his hair and sit a bit more on top of his head. And it seems his head is a bit loose. Now I have cats interfering with my review of Dog Boys. He has the exact same body as the others, so the posing should be the same. Next we have his outfits packaged in a little bag. Slight tangent. Lorenzo does have a catchphrase on his card. Okay. Offer the loyalty of the most cunning person. And back to the outfit. It's packaged in a little baggie with a sticky edge, so it can be reused. His outfit pieces. We have pants. It's a black polycotton with Velcro in the back. It looks nicely fitted. Can't see much of the details. We do have pleating in the front here for detail. The shirt is a white polycotton. It closes with Velcro in the front and the edges inside are not really finished. The one Velcro piece isn't particularly secure and feels like it's going to tear off. We have a cravat in the front which is not fray checked or laser cut, and it is fraying. I'll have to fix that. And on the wrists we have faux leather straps with faux belts and a frilly cuff. The vest is once again a polycotton fabric. The fabric is not finished inside, and we have some tiny gold buttons, and it closes with Velcro. I have to mention, I don't mind finishes or edges that are not finished, but when they are fraying, like these are, like you can see they are fraying, there are threads everywhere, then I have a problem. So far it's not looking good. Then we have this belt. It is a faux leather strap with two ribbons with buckles on them, and it closes in the back with Velcro. It's a very simple piece. And lastly, his cape. The outside is black and the inside is lined with red. Both feel like polycotton. We have a faux leather strap to keep it on his body, and it looks like we'll have to take off the head. We have some red and black ribbon details with some gold chains and some gorgeous decorations. And I don't know if you can see it out on camera, the multifaceted sides do show you different colors. Well, not different colors, multiple colors, like an actual diamond would. They are very, very pretty. And that's the outfit. Next, the shoes. They seem to be the same sculpt as the other boys' shoes, but they are super glossy. So let's get him dressed. And here Lorenzo is all dressed. He looks quite nice, but I can definitely say I've got a few problems. The shirt likes gaping open because it's slightly a bit too tight, and since the Velcro isn't that secure, well, there's no place for it to hold on to. Also, the shirt isn't sewn very nicely. It is longer on the side and shorter on the side, so it doesn't quite match up properly. The vest is fine except for the fraying bits. I had to pull quite a few threads. And although the hands can go through the sleeves, I belatedly realized it might be dangerous with the loose threads that might get caught on the fingers and pull. The dressing experience was pretty fine as far as dolls go, except for what I mentioned. Yeah, he is quite dashing, if I do say so. Just need to get his cape to lay right. So, what can I say about him? I have to say I'm slightly disappointed. He was a lot more expensive than the other boys were, and his quality control seems to be a bit bad when it comes to his clothing. At least the other boys didn't have fraying clothes or clothes that gaped open or were sewn badly and didn't fit. But he's not that bad. He did improve around the head area. I know a lot of people were complaining about the hair pieces and faces not fitting well. Mine were fine though. And the last thing I can say is complaint is the blurry eyes. So objectively, he shouldn't be as expensive as he is, but he's still a very nice and handsome doll, and I'll enjoy him very much. Just slightly disappointed that in comparison he costs a lot more and his quality control is not that great, at least compared to the other boys that I got. But I guess Judong Junshi does have QC issues at the best of times. If you saw my Awakening from Drunkenness review, you know a bit more about the QC issues on that one. But he's an adorable and handsome little doll, and I'm happy to have him. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for pictures. Bye.